channel again. So welcome to Yashab Kitchen. So today we're going to make pizza. So for this recipe, all you need to do is have a look on the screen, all the ingredients that you might need when you're making one at home. So it will be like 2 to 3 servings. So it's like a medium-sized pizza. So preparation time will be on 45 minutes and the cook time will be on 30 minutes. So now we will start preparing our pizza. So I'm using the flour that you normally use in the house, so it's easier for you to do it. So I'm using all-purpose flour. See, it's about 250 grams of all-purpose flour. Then I will just put this salt and yeast. We need the yeast if you want your pizza to be a little bit fluffy. And we're gonna mix it. So we'll just make sure that everything is all mixed up. So it's done. I'll just get rid of this. It's easier. And now we're gonna put our tablespoon of olive oil. So you can always use cooking oil if you want, but I prefer the olive oil. So let me just put this water in heat because we will need that for our tomato later. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just mix this together. You can use your hand, it's fine, because we're gonna need this one anyway, so it's easier. So we use this. So once we're done, and now we are going to put our water. So I will put the water little by little and mix it all up. So here, done. So it's okay for your hands to be messy a little bit. It's fine. And we will put the rest of the water in here. Just gonna put that in. So what we will do is we're gonna make your hands a bit more messy for the next one. So make sure your table is clean, of course. We're just gonna put this here on the top. So it will be like this. Done. What I'm going to do is just knead this and mix it all together. So here, just remove this for us. So here we go. I will just mix it all together. So it's okay to be messy, as you can see. So we will just knead this here. So it's just so easy to make it at home. So if you want a takeaway night, like a weekend like this, we normally do like a pizza at home. And of course, everyone wants also Chinese. So if you want Chinese, you have a takeaway Chinese also. But today is Saturday, so normally Saturday it's pizza night or pizza time. So here. So once this one is incorporated together, we're just gonna need this for about like, if you have time, you'll need this for 10 minutes, because I normally need this in 10 minutes when I have time, but it's okay if you are kneading it for 3 minutes to 5 minutes, it's fine. So that's what we are doing now. So we'll just knead this all together here. So if you have any question, you can always ask. I'm just gonna answer you later on. Now we will just concentrate of making this dough because we want our pizza to be fluffy, of course. And when you want it to be like a little bit crusty, from underneath the pizza, we can do that as well. All you need is when you roll it, before you cook it, of course, you make it a bit thinner. So here, so I usually do like when you're angry on a Saturday and you need the dough. So this is the perfect time to knead the dough. So all your force will be there. So it's actually a good exercise as well. So here, so just a tip, okay? So you don't burst to anyone, okay? All you need to do is knead the dough and let it all out. So here, so I think we're done for now. So just make this dough. What I need is another bowl, like another empty bowl. I will just put the oil inside the bowl, as you can see here. You just spread it. Remember when we make a naan the other day? So it's just the same thing. Here, just have the oil there. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wrap this up with a cling film you have. Here. Just wrap it up and cover it up like this way. And of course, we're gonna cover this up with our, I'll only do this, it's because we don't have much time. So I want this one to be ready by the time we finish making our pizza base, which is our sauce later on. So I'm just put this in the oven since we're not using the oven yet. So I'll just use this one to rest our dough. And I'm just gonna tidy up for now. Here, just gonna wipe this up. And you guys, if you have any question, I'm gonna get back to you later on. So what we do now is we will concentrate on making this pizza really nice for everyone. I'm just gonna wash my hand. So I'm back. So I'm using this. So remember the tricks that I'm telling you about before. So always put something underneath your cutting boards so it's easier for you to do your job on cutting, and also it's safer. So here underneath, see? So it's not moving anymore. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna chop our tomato, not actually chop, so I will blanch this tomato. So if you always in a hurry like me, like you don't have time to blanch your tomato, you can always pop in here right away, which is, I know it's a lazy thing to do, but if you're so hungry already and you want a pizza, of course you want to find a ways to make it easier and in a less time. So you can do that. So what I'm do, just gonna blanch the tomato by just cutting in this edge like this, so it's easy to peel later on. And we're gonna have like a nice color of our tomato sauce. So who's on? Hi! Hi Tina, Ivor is watching. And Joy, and Some Kitchen and Lifestyle. You guys are amazing for your latest video. So I always find it fun watching you guys. So Some Kitchen and Lifestyle, please subscribe to them as well. It's really fun. And we're just gonna remove this part. This is the hardest part in the tomato. Just gonna remove this, so the other one. And I'm just gonna pop into our hot water here. So we're done. Tomato here. So we're done. Now we are preparing our next ingredients for our tomato sauce. So I'm using a lot of garlic here. We have here 3 pieces of garlic cloves. So I'm just gonna smash this up like I always do here. So pour garlic. Smash this, and doesn't have to be really fine when you cut this garlic. So I like crunchiness of the garlic, so it's gonna be rustic. Of course, you're cooking at home. You don't mind being rustic on your garlic. So gonna do is we're gonna chop this up just to tiny pieces here. We'll make it very simple for you guys to follow. So whatever ingredients that you have in the house that is available to you, you can always make that into a nice meal. So you don't need to order for a takeaway for a pizza when you can make it, and it's very easy to do. You just need to have some time to do it, get up from the bed. Don't be a lazy one, but of course we always have a lazy day. Actually, when I make this pizza, this is my lazy day because it's just so easy to do. Of course, when you have some time to make a stew, it will take a long time to simmer, but this one, it's very easy. So we're ready with our garlic here, and I'm using also this oregano. So it's a dried oregano. So when you have in the market, I think here in Dubai you can always find it, and it's very cheap. So that's why I'm asking you guys to just use whatever you have in the house. So it's easy. And also I have some Italian herbs that I saw the other day, so I will just use this. So if you don't have the Italian herbs with you, it's fine. If you have the oregano, it's fine. So I'm gonna give you some tips with this. Of course, salt and pepper to season your pizza. And I have a different way to balance the flavor. I know, because in Asian cooking, so we always use sugar to balance. So I'm not putting much of sugar, of course. So I'm using like a teaspoon of brown sugar here, just to balance the flavor later on when we make our sauce. And this tomato paste, it's optional. So you can always ditch this because I just want to use this for the vibrant color of our pizza sauce. So let me just check our tomatoes. I think it's okay now. So I have this bowl with the very cold water. I put an ice a while ago so that you can see it's still cold. The ice is still there. What I have to do, I just pop in the tomato inside so it stops from cooking. So here, I'll switch this off here. So our tomato is ready. Here, it's very easy. I'll just put in here so we don't have anything there. So what I'm doing is, I'll just take this here with me. Oh, just put there. I will just peel the tomato in. It's very easy. You just peel like that. You see how easy it is when you just blanch it, and it doesn't take much time to do it. Here, and since I don't usually, just hold on, I don't deseed it. You can always deseed this, but this time, since I'm just gonna blend this, I will just put it in the blender straight away. So I don't want to waste anything. So here, and do the same thing with the rest of the tomato. I'm using only 3 pieces of the medium-sized tomato because we'll only make 1 piece of pizza for now. because later on I will make different kind of pizza. So, but for you guys, I will just show you the basic way to make pizza, which is very nice, of course. So we'll just remove this here and remove that, of course. So we're ready to cook our tomato. But before that, of course, we're gonna blend our sliced tomato here. Switch this on. So Margaret also is watching. I'll be answering all the questions that you have later on, guys. So I will just blend this easy. See? So it's very easy to do. So this blender is always my savior. Whenever I cook something, I want it the nice puree, I always use this blender. So here, you can check this out, this blender. And now we're done. And now we will start cooking our tomato sauce. So, here we go. So I'm using this pan. So I'm using the wider pan this time for you guys to see what's going on inside our pan. So when I'm putting all the ingredients that you need, so it's just so easy for you to check this out. So here, I'm gonna switch this on. You gonna see inside? No? Anyway, I'm just gonna show you what I'm putting it inside. So, oil in. Here, just make it hot a little bit. So, just gonna check some of your chat by now. We're waiting for our oil to be done. So, yesterday I saw a vlog from some kitchen and lifestyle about the tomato sauce. So, you can always use that. So, their tips is also amazing to do the tomato sauce. So, at this time, we're just gonna do whatever I have. Of course, we have to be resourceful with whatever ingredients that we have in the house. So I'm just using whatever I have, okay? So it's not bad also to try something new. It's also good. So once our oil is hot enough, we're just gonna pop in all the ingredients that we need. So it'll take time. I'm gonna put this in high heat. So I'm putting first our garlic here. Here. So be careful of cooking your garlic, guys, because you don't want to have a burnt garlic. So once you cook the garlic and you can smell all the aroma, then you will stop cooking and then you put some other ingredients that you have there. So we're just gonna cook this one for like maximum a minute. So I'm just gonna switch this on to a low heat, because once I put the tomato here, sometimes it will just burst up. So I'll just put here, see what I mean? So just be careful of putting that in. So I normally just put in the low heat until it's all blend together. Then I will just put this into a medium heat now. So at this time, all you need to do is just put this, let it simmer. So the color will change to a vibrant red color. So we will just set this. Of course, you might season this with our salt and pepper. So what I'm gonna do next, you see this color, it's like an orange color into red. So once I put the tomato paste, this is optional by the way. to do this. So I'm just gonna see the difference of the color. See, once you put the tomato paste on it, the color will change into a vibrant red color. So that's what you want on your tomato sauce. But of course, it depends on how you want it. For me, when I made this pizza the other day, I didn't put any tomato paste, so it's also nice. So it's up to you. So this is a very optional ingredients for this. And now, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna season this tomato sauce. So we're gonna season this with salt and pepper. Just salt in. So I'm so generous with the salt, pepper. I'm always using the crushed pepper because I feel like if you're using crushed pepper, you will taste the freshness of the pepper. But you can always use a ground pepper if you want, if you don't have the crushed pepper in your house. So I'm putting this oregano, like 2 pinches of oregano, and our Italian herbs here. And we will mix this up together here. So it's very easy, guys, right? And now at this point, see this? We're almost done. At this point, I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna balance this out with our sugar. So brown sugar, I'm using brown sugar. Here. And of course, you need to taste this. You need to taste the flavor. If the salt is okay and everything is okay, then we are done. I'm just gonna taste this one up. I need salt. See? Here. And taste it for the second time. Now it's very good. So we are done with our tomato sauce. Can you see this consistency here? So it's not too runny and it's not too thick. It's the right one here. So it's okay to have these bits and pieces of our garlic here. For me, it's fine. But if you don't like it, you can always mince your garlic or grate it as you want. So I'm just gonna let this one set aside, of course. And we're gonna be needing our space here because we make sure that our pizza has the space to lay it all. So I'm just removing this. Here and here, I will remove this. And of course, just gonna wipe this off for you. Here. So it's clean. We're gonna check our dough. I hope it's rice enough. If you have time, of course, you can always set that dough aside for 45 minutes. But because I just want to show you how to make like a simple way how to make your pizza at home, we'll do that. And now we will put this here. So what I do is I normally cut like a round size of baking paper here, just to see like where my pizza goes. So it's up to you because normally when I make it at home, whatever shape that I want, I will just do it anyway. So just gonna make you like, I'll show you how to make like a nice round pizza for today. So here, we just cut it, and of course, you wanna make it round, you can always like mold it into something, so it's easier. So I'm using this tray for our pizza, and of course, we're gonna check our pizza dough now, and we have to preheat, of course, our oven. So we need to preheat our oven. 250 degrees. What I do. Done. So our dough here. It's okay. It's okay. It's rice enough. So just show you how to mold this one up. It's just very easy. So what I'll do is I'll just do this and into the size that I want, which is the size of the paper. See? But of course you can always stitch this. So I just normally do and then remove it. So it's, you see what I mean? So for you guys to see, let me remove it if you want, if you find it hard to see what I'm doing. Anyway, we don't need that. So just lay this one up. So of course, when you rest your dough for 45 minutes, you can see like a nice puff of the yeast that has been inside our dough. But for now, since we don't have time, just gonna use it. It will be the same anyway. The taste will be the same here. So since our oven is already set, here, you see this nice little silker that I'm making? So it's same here. So that's our base for our pizza. So what I'm gonna do is, usually I will just brush the ends with that olive oil. So I will just stitch this. So we're gonna brush the ends of our pizza dough with the olive oil here and put oregano. Let the remaining oregano that we have, and put it in the side, only at the edge part. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. So this is our remaining oregano here. So I'm putting this. You guys can see it if you do. So it's like that. And of course, we're gonna put the next one, our pizza sauce. Okay, so for our pizza, so I normally just poke it like a fork inside, just to let the dough breathe. Here, here. That's it. And now we're gonna put the sauce of our pizza, which I'm excited about because I know it will be nice. So that's our sauce. See? What I do is I will just put the sauce here and put a thin layer of the sauce in. Our sauce tastes really amazing and really tasty. So if you want to put also like basil on the tomato sauce, it's all okay. But if you are living in UAE like me, you find the fresh basil is really expensive in the small amounts. Like when you buy like a fresh basil, it costs you around 7 dirhams, and it's just a small bunch of basil. So I normally just put like a dried spices if you have. So if you have like a dried basil, it's all good as well. You can always put that. But as I told you, when you put the dry, you always double the amount. So at least you can taste the same taste as you put the fresh ones. Okay, so next one is the fun part because I'm gonna be using a lot of cheese. So I normally put a lot of cheese in the pizza. So I'll just top this with cheese. You guys can see it here. You see, it looks so yummy already, even with just cheese on top. And we will put this extra cheese afterwards. So I'm just gonna lay this pepperoni that we have. So I'm using also a lot of pepperoni. So in the shop, you can always find this pepperoni slices, which is very cheap to find. And any brand that you might think it's all okay. You can always, like a big slices, you can always use that. So I'm just using this one. So it's not so expensive. I bought it for like 10 dirhams and it's a lot. It's about 250 grams of salami inside a pack. So just putting like 100 here. Whatever, I want like an extra ones here. You see this? It's nice, right? And a lot of cheese again. Sorry, but I'm putting a lot of cheese. So at this stage, you can always put also, if you want pineapple slices, which my husband's favorite. He wants the slices of pineapple on top. But today, since I'm just gonna show you like the basic how to do your pizza at home. So we'll just put this here and put this in the oven for around 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna pop this one in the oven and I can answer all the questions that you have there. So hang on there. So here. And we're gonna be eating pizza. So I will check the chat now since I've been busy making the pizza. So we have Ivor. Ivor is watching. He's in US right now. From South Africa. Hi Ivor and Tina, Joy, of course, Some Kitchen and Lifestyle. You guys been amazing and been always supportive. So you guys, if you don't know their channel, please check it out. Some Kitchen and Lifestyle. You can always subscribe. They're always fun family to watch and don't miss out on that. And Margaret, I missed you. And Yoli. And hi Kamola. I hope I can cook with you, Kamola, okay? I missed you too. Oh, I miss the times when we were in ICCA. So the batch that we have in ICCA, it's quite a few batch and we're quite in a different places. And I don't know why in a certain situation, but we are always getting along. Even I'm from Philippines and then everyone has a different nationalities like from Kazakhstan, and the rest is from UAE, of course, and Nabil is from the Maldives, and Stephanie, of course, and Simone, of course, Simone. We are always like have fun to do, like even after our class, you can always have a coffee in outside and chat. So we're always get together. So I always miss that moment. I hope I can just meet you guys and this pandemic is over. So we can always meet up and have some cup of coffee. And Joy. So you guys, if you have any questions, we might do some like a new episode. Like if you have like a question to me that you want to ask, and you can do it live while I'm cooking and just ask question that you might have if you are not comfortable of cooking with me, because some of the people or the person that I reach out or they reach out to me, like they're hesitant to cook with me. It's because they don't have a nice kitchen to show, or the apartment is quite tight, or they said that they don't have like, they're camera shy. So But then again, when you do that, because we always do make a rehearsal after the show, so we always make our guests like comfortable as we can for them to be able to cook along. But if you don't want to do that, it's also fine. So you can always ask any question that you have in mind, and we can always put it live, so you guys can also chat with me along while I'm cooking. So we might do that for the next show. And also don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and also like our Facebook page, of course, our Instagram page, and click the notification bell if you want to get the updates of what's going on in the kitchen. And some people like Tina wants a lot of pineapple in the pizza. Of course, my husband wants lots of pineapple in the pizza. You can always do that in your pizza. But what I normally do is, if on the day that we want the pizza, I always make pizza for him with lots of pineapple also, and pepperoni. And for me, I always put some of the veggies. So I like veggies, I like mushroom. So you can always do that. Sky is the limit on the toppings of the pizza that we make. What I'll just show you is just how to make it very simple for you guys to make it at home. I wish we have time like an hour just to proof our dough. It will be better. But since we don't have time, I'm just gonna use that dough because I don't want to waste it. So if you have time to proof it for like 45 minutes to an hour, the dough is quite double the size, which is that you want. So you can always do that. We don't mind you doing that. And Kamola, Stephanie, miss you so much. We miss you in the kitchen, of course, and we miss all the chefs that taught us about these techniques on how we make the dishes, like a simple dish to be really good. Because you guys, you have to have some time on cooking at home, because as you know, like when you eat a certain food, you wanted to eat like a nice food, and you always want the experience of having a nice food. And it's just easy to do it. It's of course before, when I haven't go to the school to study cooking, I always just cook like, for me, when you cook the food, you always put oil, ginger, garlic, then it's done. It's not actually that. It's like the technique that you learn from the school, you can apply it at home. And the food, it's always tastes better. Oh, it's like, for example, you can also make the soup like this way. Because before, I know like if you make soup, you just blend everything and then season it. And it's not that easy to make a soup, you know. But when you studied it like in the school of how to make it properly, you will know the taste is different. So what I'm doing on my channel, whatever I learned from the school, I will just share to you how is it done and how the school taught us to do it properly, so you guys can do it also at home. So you can also prepare it to your kids, and you can always prepare it to your family. And of course, as you know, food is always to be celebrated with anyone. And sometimes, you know, when you go to a certain restaurant and you want the taste of the food, like you always predict the taste of the food. Like, for example, you order a chicken, like for example, a butter chicken. So you always have in your mind that it has to be rich and it has to be... So when you go to a restaurant and you are disappointed, it's kind of let you down of spending your money and taking your family in the same restaurant, and yet you don't, you know, it's like you're disappointed on the taste of the food that you've been ordering. So why not just do it at home? Because there's so many ways now to make your food better, and there's so many information online that you can get. So like for me, I usually like search like how to make this, how to make that. I usually do that. But what I do is I always like do it in a way like it's also easier for me to do it. And of course, the flavor is accessible for me on my side. So you can do that as well. And any question that you might have, you can always ask me. And the channel, of course. Somebody asking me also what kind of toppings of the pizza that I want in my pizza. So I'll go for meat and veg. So I like mushroom, so I also put mushroom. But you can always make it sweet. So in the pizza, you can always put honey and also barbecue, of course. I wish I could show you. I wish we have time to show you all the toppings that we're able to make it. Maybe we can make some separate video for that. So you can always do whatever. So as I told you, sky's the limit on the pizza. So it's just so easy for you to just make it at home and prepare it for your kids. So I have, yeah. Some kitchen said before even we go to the school, we're always a great cook. Of course, we're a great. Oh my God, you're fun. We're always a great cook. Yeah, it's just, you know, like you think that you know already, like cooking. Oh, like you think before you go, even for me, from my side, like before I go to the cooking school, I think I know already, like the things that you cook this, you cook. But then when you go there and learn from this professional chef that's been teaching you, you find it, you think like, my adobo is not that good as this one. So you realize the knowledge that you're getting from there. So ICCA, you've been amazing. So I'm just gonna check our pizza. And yeah, Ivor said they're prepared to cook at home. Of course, I've been seeing your posts on the food that you've been eating every day. I think your kids are fantastic cook. I hope I can cook with them soon, you know, and learn from them as well, because for now what I'm doing is I'm just reading since there's nothing going on because of the pandemic. So people losing jobs and everything. So I wanted to learn also as a professional chef with some great chef out there, but at this time there's no way I can do that. So what I do, I'm just searching or researching for any ingredients, and then I'll just get a little bit of twist on it. Like if I know how to do this, then I'll just do my own thing. So Ivor, if you are up for cooking live, we can always arrange that. So anything that you have. And also everyone who's been here chatting, they're always been supportive to our channel. So I cannot thank you enough, because we can't move along and move on and doing this if it wasn't for you. So we need your support on this. And it's been a rough months for all of us as well. So every support that we need, every view that you have been doing, it help us a lot. So if you can share this video or share to anyone that you know, or just like it or post it in your Facebook page, and also let them subscribe to our channel, it will be a great help. And also for the rest of the people who's doing the blog, of course, viewers is always our priority. So whatever recipe that you have in mind, you can always tell us and we can do it. So let me check our pizza. So our pizza is almost done. I think we need like 3 minutes. So it's been 7 minutes I've been talking to you. So if you have any question, you can always ask. And please guys, don't forget some kitchen and lifestyles. They've been amazing. So Ivor will go. Ivor has a plan to go to Italy to make and take a cooking course. Oh, that's quite good, because I'm not a fan of Italian food actually. But then when I started the course, of course, you get to know that it's about flavors. So maybe I'm just eating a flavorless spaghetti for a long time. So you tend to appreciate things that you've been tasting. So I think Mike has been always keen to learn as well. So every time I make a video and has a video, he's always like watching. He's always watching. I always ask him if he can cook with me, but he's always said that he's always behind the camera doing what he does. So I can show you if my husband is a good cook, but he is. I would love to be with him cooking along with me, but it's not his thing, so I'll just leave it as that. So anything that you want to ask, you can always ask me. And to Tina and Joy from the start of the show, and some Kitchen and Lifestyles, you've been always supportive, and you guys are amazing. So we do appreciate whatever you have been doing to our channel. So let's check our pizza. Our pizza is looking good. Let me show you, because I'm excited with this pizza. Just gonna put this here, our pizza. You see the pizza we have? So it's looking good, right? So we're done cooking our pizza. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. And if you're doing at home, of course, it's okay to be rustic in the size, in the shape that you want, because you're doing it at home. So it's up to you to make it nice, to make it into a nice shape that you wanted. It's all up to you. So you guys been amazing. So thank you so much. So for the people who've been there and chatting at this time, Ivor, Some Kitchen and Lifestyle, Kamola, and my family, of course, Yoli, and Joy. Thank you so much for being with me. And now we have to eat our pizza. So you take care, guys. See you next time.